The sudden sting of tingling hands or the jolt of weak, trembling legs may seem minor, but for many older adults they are early warnings of something far more dangerous. Left unaddressed, these small signals can lead to devastating falls, irreversible nerve damage, and the slow loss of independence. At the root is a collapse of collagen, the fibers that once held the body steady, leaving nerves exposed, joints unprotected, and life itself at risk of being permanently altered. Science is showing that decline is not the only path forward. Studies from both American and Japanese researchers reveal that nourishing the body with collagen-rich foods, combined with the right daily habits, can rebuild the very tissues that protect nerves and steady the legs. Many older adults who make these changes notice their tingling ease, their steps grow more dependable, and everyday tasks, like buttoning a shirt or walking into the garden, return with surprising ease. Turn away now, and you risk missing the two simple habits that decide whether collagen from food strengthens your body or slips away unused. Habits that can mean the difference between staying on your feet or facing the fall that ends your independence. Within moments, I will also reveal 8 everyday foods that can rebuild the very fibers keeping your nerves alive and your legs steady. Miss them, and you may never know the choices that could spare you from decline. I am Dr. Suzuki Sato, Japan's oldest nutritionist. For more than a century, I have watched seniors struggle when these subtle changes were dismissed as just age. My life's work has been showing that what we choose to eat can either erode or rebuild our independence. Have you ever noticed tingling hands or weak legs in your own life? Share your experience in the comments, and if this conversation is valuable, subscribe so we may continue this journey together. Today, we begin by uncovering why collagen decline affects the nerves and how food can quietly turn that tide. When hands begin to prickle with pins and needles, or when legs feel unsteady as if the ground beneath is uncertain, most people assume it is poor circulation, arthritis, or simply the cost of growing older. These explanations feel familiar, but they often miss the deeper truth. What is truly happening inside the body after 60 is that the very framework which holds nerves, joints, and muscles together begins to thin. That framework is made mostly of collagen. Collagen is not just about smooth skin or vanity. It is the quiet rope and cushion that keeps the body in alignment. Picture a suspension bridge. The cables are collagen, holding the roadway steady. As long as those cables are strong, cars pass without trouble. But when cables fray, the bridge begins to shake and small cracks appear. In our bodies, tingling fingers and weak knees are like those first cracks. They are warnings that the cables holding us steady are wearing thin. Science shows that collagen production slows each decade, beginning as early as our 30s, but after 60, the decline quickens. The cells responsible for making collagen tire out, and the scaffolding begins to sag. Researchers in Japan found that older adults with lower collagen density in their skin and tendons were also more likely to have mobility problems. American studies echo the same pattern, linking collagen loss to reduced joint cushioning and nerve irritation. These changes may feel invisible at first, yet they build year by year until the body suddenly feels fragile. This is worth hearing carefully, because understanding the real cause gives us power. Tingling is not always just a nerve problem. It is often a sign that the nerve's protective wrapping has weakened. Weak legs are not always just muscle loss. They can be the result of collagen-starved tendons that no longer hold the muscle firmly against the bone. The body is a web, and collagen is its silk. Imagine waking in the night with numb fingers. You shake your hand and the feeling slowly returns. That numbness may not be coming from the fingertips at all. It could be the connective tissue around a nerve in the wrist pressing too tightly because collagen has thinned. Or think of struggling to rise from a chair. Many believe it is only weak muscles, but often the tendons are loose, no longer pulling with full strength because collagen is low. These real-life examples are not just discomforts. They are signs pointing to an underlying shortage of the body's own building material. Have you ever noticed how symptoms seem worse after a period of stress, poor diet, or illness? That is not coincidence. Collagen turnover is sensitive to what we eat and how we live. A diet lacking protein and vitamin C slows collagen repair. Smoking or heavy alcohol use breaks down collagen faster. Even poor sleep reduces the body's nightly rebuilding. When these forces combine, tingling grows louder, legs wobble more, and the cycle accelerates. Pay closer attention here, because when we know that collagen decline is at the root, the foods we choose stop being random and start being targeted medicine in disguise. The glass of broth, the piece of salmon skin, or the bowl of guava is no longer just a meal, it is scaffolding for your independence. This is also a moment to reflect. Have you dismissed tingling or weakness as normal for age? If so, you are not alone. Many seniors tell me the same at first. Share in the comments how you first noticed these small warnings. Your story may help another person recognize that their symptoms are worth caring about. The good news is this: collagen loss is not a one-way street. It can be slowed, and in many cases the scaffolding can be partially rebuilt. But the rebuilding requires both raw materials from food and the right environment inside the body to weave those materials into strong fibers again. That is where our journey turns next, toward the conditions that make collagen not just something we eat, but something we truly keep. Many people believe that if they simply eat collagen-rich foods, the body will automatically turn those meals into stronger joints, steadier legs, and calmer nerves. The truth is more complex. Collagen is not like a brick you can stack directly into your body. It first has to be broken down, absorbed, and then carefully rebuilt. If the environment inside the body is not prepared, those precious foods may pass through without delivering their full benefit. Think of it like planting a seed. A seed contains the potential for a tree, but without soil, water, and sunlight, nothing will grow. In the same way, collagen foods are the seed, but your body needs the right soil and water for the fibers to take root. This is why many seniors find themselves drinking bone broth or chewing on collagen snacks, yet still feeling stiff and unsteady. The seed was there, but the soil was dry. One of the most important conditions is vitamin C. This small nutrient acts like the glue that fastens collagen fibers together. Without it, collagen is unstable, weak, and short-lived. This explains why scurvy, a disease from severe vitamin C deficiency, leads to bleeding gums and fragile skin the collagen framework cannot hold. Even mild shortages of vitamin C can leave collagen weak. This is why pairing collagen-rich foods with citrus, kiwi, or bell peppers makes such a difference. Researchers in Tokyo found that older adults who combined protein with vitamin C at meals showed stronger markers of tissue repair compared to those who ate protein alone. American studies confirm this, noting that vitamin C is an absolute requirement for collagen-building enzymes to function properly. Another condition is protein distribution. Many older adults eat most of their protein at dinner, leaving breakfast and lunch light. Yet studies show that the body builds collagen and muscle best when protein is spread evenly throughout the day. A cup of yogurt with fruit in the morning, fish at lunch, and chicken or tofu at dinner creates a steady stream of building blocks. Japanese public health research has emphasized this pattern, finding that seniors with balanced protein intake are less likely to suffer weakness and falls. Movement is the final ingredient, and it may be the most overlooked. Collagen fibers grow stronger when tissues are gently stressed, much like a tree that deepens its roots when the wind blows. Without movement, even the best diet struggles to direct collagen where it is needed. Harvard researchers studying tendon repair showed that activity signals the body to deposit collagen along lines of stress, making tissues more resilient. For seniors, this does not mean harsh exercise. It can be as simple as a short walk after a meal or slow, steady rises from a chair. These movements tell the body, Place the new collagen here where it matters most. This is worth repeating because it changes everything. Collagen foods alone are not enough. They need partners: vitamin C, steady protein, and gentle movement. When these are missing, the foods cannot deliver their promise. Think about your own habits. Do you find yourself eating most of your protein at one meal? Do fruits and vegetables sometimes get pushed aside? Or do days pass without much movement beyond basic chores? Reflect on these patterns because adjusting them may be the missing step that turns nutrition into strength. Share in the comments what part feels most challenging for you: getting enough protein, remembering vitamin C, or staying active. Others may learn from your experience, and together we can create solutions that feel realistic. Only a small share of those watching are subscribed. If you find value in learning not just what to eat, but how to make it truly work in your body, subscribing is the easiest way to help us keep bringing these lessons. It lets us continue showing that aging is not the end of repair, but a new season of rebuilding if given the right tools. With these foundations in place, we are ready to explore the foods themselves, the meals and snacks that carry collagen in abundance and can be woven into daily life with pleasure. This is where the power of tradition and modern science meet at the dinner table. Now that we understand what helps collagen settle into the body, we can finally talk about the foods themselves. These are not exotic medicines or powders only found in health stores. They are ordinary foods, many of them familiar from both Japanese and American kitchens, that carry the building blocks your tissues are hungry for. When eaten with care and paired with vitamin C, they can become the daily scaffolding that steadies your hands and strengthens your legs. Let's begin with bone broth. When bones are simmered slowly, the collagen inside breaks down into gelatin, which your body can easily use. If you have ever cooled homemade broth and seen it turn to jelly, that is collagen becoming visible. Researchers at the University of Connecticut found that when athletes took gelatin with vitamin C before exercise, their collagen markers improved significantly. While you may not be training for sport, the same principle applies. A small cup of lemon-brightened broth before a gentle walk can help your body weave new fibers where you need them most. Another rich source is chicken skin and cartilage. In Japan, small dishes like nankotsu, softly cooked chicken cartilage, are traditional. In the United States, simply leaving the skin on a roasted chicken thigh and cooking it slowly gives you a similar benefit. If fat is a concern, chill the juices, skim the solid fat, and you will be left with a collagen-rich gel. The beauty is that this food can be softened for easy chewing, making it friendly even for those with dentures. Beef tendon may sound unusual to some, yet in many cultures it is a delicacy. When cooked for hours until tender, tendon becomes silky and nearly melts in the mouth. It is almost pure collagen. Studies of collagen peptides show steady improvements in joint comfort, and tendon provides the same raw material, only in its natural form. Even a few spoonfuls added to a stew can support the ligaments that keep knees and ankles steady. Fish skin is another treasure. In Japan, salmon is often eaten with the skin crisped, and in America, canned sardines with skin and bones are widely available. These not only offer collagen, but also calcium, creating a double benefit for bones and connective tissue. For those who avoid beef or pork, fish skin is a gentle alternative. Just remember to rinse canned fish if sodium is a concern, and pair with lemon or citrus to activate the collagen chemistry. There is also pork skin, often enjoyed in soups or braised dishes. Prepared slowly, it delivers collagen in abundance. While fried pork rinds are common, they are less helpful. The true benefit comes from simmering the skin until soft, so the collagen dissolves into the broth. This makes it gentle and soothing rather than harsh on digestion. For those who prefer something simple and convenient, unflavored gelatin is collagen in a form that slips easily into everyday meals. Stir it into tea with lemon, blend into yogurt, or set with fruit juice for a soft, refreshing snack. Clinical trials show that when gelatin is combined with vitamin C and followed by light activity, collagen repair is measurably stronger. Collagen peptides, sold as powders, deserve mention too. These are broken down so finely that they dissolve in warm drinks or soups. Japanese and American studies both show benefits for skin hydration and joint comfort. They are not magic, but they are practical, especially if appetite is low or chewing is difficult. A scoop in warm barley tea or miso soup can become a daily ritual. This is worth hearing twice. It is not about eating large amounts all at once, but about weaving small portions into your rhythm every day. A few bites of fish skin, a spoon of tendon stew, or a half cup of broth can be enough when done often. Think for a moment. Which of these feels most natural in your kitchen? Is it salmon skin, already familiar? Or perhaps broth simmering slowly on the stove? Share in the comments which of these foods you might try first. Your choice may inspire another person who feels unsure where to begin. And remember, foods do not act alone. Their power multiplies when combined with vitamin C and gentle movement. The pairing of broth with lemon and a walk, or gelatin with kiwi and a short stretch, is where the science and tradition come alive. Those simple pairings are what shift tingling hands into calmer hands and wobbly steps into steadier steps. Collagen-rich foods can be powerful allies, but every body is different. What works well for one person may not fit another, and knowing these exceptions is just as important as knowing the foods themselves. This is how we make sure the path is safe, sustainable, and personal. Take gout, for example. Long-simmered meats such as beef tendon or pork skin are high in purines, which can aggravate gout attacks in those who are sensitive. If this is part of your health story, you may still enjoy collagen, but smaller portions and more reliance on fish skin or chicken cartilage can reduce the risk. This is where wisdom matters. It is not about restriction, but about smart substitution. For those with chronic kidney disease, protein intake must be carefully balanced. Collagen is protein, and while it supports tissues, too much can strain the kidneys. If you live with this condition, work closely with your clinician before adding daily collagen broths or supplements. Often, smaller amounts spread across meals are safer than one heavy dose. Another consideration is histamine sensitivity. Long-cooked broths and aged meats can be high in histamines, which may cause headaches, flushing, or digestive upset in some people. If you notice discomfort after broth, try shorter cooking times, quick-serve gelatin, or collagen peptides instead. That way you still receive the benefit without the burden. There are also cultural and personal preferences to respect. Some avoid pork or beef for religious or ethical reasons. The good news is that collagen is not confined to one food group. Chicken skin, cartilage, and fish skin all provide excellent alternatives, and unflavored gelatin or peptides can be chosen from sources that align with personal values. The body does not mind whether the collagen comes from chicken, fish, or cow. It simply wants the building blocks. Medication use deserves attention too. If you take blood pressure medicine, commercial broths heavy in sodium may work against your goals. Preparing broth at home allows you to control the salt, making it nourishing rather than harmful. If you are on blood thinners, collagen itself is not a problem, but some pairings, such as high amounts of leafy greens or certain citrus, can affect medication levels. It is always wise to check with your healthcare team before making significant dietary shifts. Texture can also be a barrier. Many seniors worry about chewing tough cuts or managing foods with bones. This is where cooking methods become the solution. Tendon cooked until it nearly melts, cartilage simmered until soft, or broth turned to a smooth jelly. All of these become gentle on teeth and gums. Collagen peptides stirred into tea are effortless. There is no need to fight with food. It should meet you where you are. Here is a story I have seen many times. A retired seamstress came to me with nightly tingling in her hands and aching knees. She loved sewing but had begun dropping her needle. She also had dentures and found meat difficult to chew. Instead of heavy stews, we prepared a soft, lemon-scented broth that cooled into jelly and added a scoop of collagen peptides to her evening miso soup. Over several months, she noticed her morning stiffness soften and she was able to thread her needle again. It was not a miracle, it was careful adjustment. Do not overlook this point. Progress often comes from small, well-fitted choices rather than dramatic changes. When foods are tailored to your health, they become helpers instead of hazards. Think about your own situation. Do you have any conditions or sensitivities that might change which collagen foods you choose? Share your thoughts in the comments. Others may benefit from hearing how you adapt, and your story could give courage to someone who feels limited. As we move into the final stretch, we will bring everything together into a simple, daily rhythm, a way of living that makes collagen support part of ordinary life, not a burden or a puzzle. This synthesis is where knowledge turns into strength. Now let us gather everything we have learned and weave it into the fabric of an ordinary day. It does not require complicated recipes or hours of preparation. The secret is rhythm. When small portions of collagen-rich foods are placed gently throughout the day, and when they are paired with vitamin C and a touch of movement, the body quietly begins to rebuild its scaffolding. Imagine the morning beginning softly with a cup of warm tea. Into that tea you stir a spoonful of unflavored gelatin or collagen peptides, and beside it sits a slice of citrus or a few bites of kiwi. This pairing is not random. The collagen provides the raw material and the fruit provides the glue that helps it hold together. As you sip, you stretch your hands open and closed a few times or rise from your chair with slow steadiness. The message to your body is clear. Build here, strengthen now. Later in the day, when lunch arrives, you enjoy salmon cooked with the skin left on, crisped until golden. With it comes a side of cabbage or bell peppers dressed with lemon juice. The collagen from the fish skin meets the vitamin C from the vegetables, and again your body is supplied with both bricks and mortar. After the meal, a short walk in the hallway or a few steps into the garden gives those fibers a reason to settle into your joints and tendons. In the afternoon, you reach for a small bowl of broth that has cooled into a gentle gel. You warm it lightly, squeeze a drop of lemon, and sip slowly. This becomes both nourishment and comfort. Perhaps you rise afterward to water a plant or fold a towel. These simple movements, paired with collagen, act like a signal flag, guiding the new fibers exactly where they are most needed. Evening does not need to be heavy. A light soup with softened chicken cartilage or a scoop of collagen powder stirred into miso can be enough. End the meal with a slice of guava or a spoonful of pineapple. The fruit finishes the work, providing the spark that collagen alone cannot give. Later, as you prepare for sleep, you stretch your calves and rotate your wrists gently, inviting your body to settle into the night's repair. Do not underestimate the power of consistency. A tablespoon here, a cup there, repeated day after day, builds a stronger framework than an occasional feast. This is worth repeating. Small, steady habits become stronger medicine than rare, grand gestures. The body listens more closely to what is repeated than to what is dramatic. Reflect for a moment. Which of these daily practices feels most natural for you? Is it the morning tea with fruit, the crisp salmon skin at lunch, or the warm broth in the afternoon? Share in the comments what step you feel ready to begin with. Your choice may be the encouragement another person needs to start. This is the gift of a daily plan. It transforms the science into action, the ideas into habits, and the reward is not only steadier hands and stronger legs, but the confidence of knowing you are caring for your independence with every small bite. As we close this section, remember, you do not have to be perfect. You only have to be consistent. Each day offers another chance to strengthen the body's cables, quiet the tingling, and keep your steps steady. This is how age becomes not a season of decline, but a season of repair. We have walked a long path together today, From the first warning whispers of tingling hands and shaky legs to the deeper truth that collagen is the silent scaffolding holding us upright, we uncovered that these symptoms are not only nerve problems, but often signs that the framework around the nerves has grown thin. And we discovered that the body can be guided to rebuild when we give it the raw materials, the helpers, and the rhythm it needs. Think back to the steps we explored. The foundation of vitamin C, steady protein, and gentle movement. The foods, broth, fish skin, chicken cartilage, tendon, pork skin, gelatin, and collagen peptides that deliver what your body can no longer make in abundance. The adjustments for those with gout, kidney disease, or chewing challenges, showing that every person has a doorway into this practice. And the daily rhythm that stitches these pieces together. Morning tea with collagen and fruit, midday salmon with crisp skin, and afternoon broth, and evening softness to close the day. This is worth remembering twice. Consistency beats perfection. It is not the feast that changes your future, but the steady rhythm of small daily choices. I invite you now to share one step you feel ready to take. Perhaps it is as simple as saving the salmon skin or adding lemon to your broth. Leave your choice in the comments, along with one insight that surprised you today. We read every word, and your story may give another person the courage to begin. The body responds to patience, nourishment, and rhythm. Small changes, repeated with care, become years of independence. So let us end with this thought. Eat for the body you want to carry you forward, and it will repay you with steadier steps and quieter hands for the days ahead.